Hello everybody, welcome to my humble abode. I hope you guys are staying safe and indoors this week. We're currently in my guest bedroom right now and we're gonna do a quick leg and booty burner. You guys ready? When you're ready, everyone stand on up. Let's warm up with a few quick roll downs. On your breath, take a deep inhale in, arms come up, and then you stretch all the way down. Reach for those toes. Touch for those toes, nice straight legs, feel that stretch in those hamstrings. You can bring those arms to your elbows and rock side to side. Feeling that nice stretch. On your next breath, bring your arms down, slowly roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. When you reach the top, 2 shoulder rolls back and 2 shoulder rolls forward. One more roll down for a warm up right here. Arms come up to the sky. Reach all the way down. Touch for those toes. Feel that nice stretch in those hamstrings and those quads. You have the option. You can bend and straighten your knees if you'd like to give yourself that extra stretch, that extra leverage while you're down here. And if you'd like, you can also take the option to rock from side to side. Arms come to your elbows. On your next breath, arms come down to the floor. Roll yourself up slowly. And let's get started warming up those legs. Start with a few quad kicks here. So, foot comes back to that booty. Then you alternate other foot back to the booty. Just stretching out those quads really quickly. Since we don't have a reformer to warm up those legs with that footwork, let's start just standing, kicking that booty from side to side. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And on this next one, feet come parallel, hip distance apart. Give me a few calf raises. Stand on those tippy toes and bring yourself down. And stand on those tippy toes and bring yourself down. This is similar to a tendon stretch on the reformer, except our body weight is fully on those toes as we lift ourselves up and down. Give me 5 more like this. For 4, and 3, last 2, and 1, and stand. From here, quick air squats. Let's really warm up those booty and those legs. Down for a squat, and up, and down, and up. Make sure those knees don't track over those toes, but give yourself a nice squat, nice and low towards the floor as you come down and up. Really warming up those legs, that booty, that core. Everything is warming up for this good workout. We are going to kill those legs in such a good way. Give me 5 more like this. For 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Hold. Hold that squat. You know I love holding squats. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Shake yourself out a little bit. Last part of our warm-up here, a nice plank hold, because it's not Pilates without a plank, right? All right, you have several options. Straight arm plank, forearm plank, whatever you want. Legs can be wide or hip distance apart. I'm gonna do hip distance apart and elbows on the mat to protect my wrists. When you're ready, legs come back, toes tuck under, and just hold me a nice plank, just like this. Really suck in this core as you hold that plank. I don't want that booty stooping too low or coming up too high. Just a nice plank. I like to say this, I can eat a cheese plate off your back. You are nice and still this entire time. Let's go for 10 more. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Knees come onto the back. Sink that booty back to those heels. Give yourself a nice child's pose here. Really stretch out those backs. Stretch out those arms before we get working. Deep breaths here. Alrighty, ready to get some leg work in? I'm ready. So, since we don't have our reformers or mats, we're gonna do some moves that if you've taken my class before, should look a little familiar. And we'll start with some side lying work. So you have some options here. You can be on your elbows here, hands on your hip. You can be lying all the way down, arms come straight out, or you can have your hand in your head just like this. I'm gonna be like this. This is the most comfortable for me. Your legs come slightly forward. Your back is nice and straight, aligned with your mat. You're right on your side. No leaning too forward, no leaning too back. Nice, straight aligned back with the mat. When you're ready, point those toes. Top leg comes up and lifts, and then lowers back down, hovering over that bottom foot. And then lifts and lowers. Good. Lifts and lowers. Nice, slow lifts and lowers with that top leg. As you keep working this, it might seem, oh, this is kind of easy at first. But as we keep going and add repetitions in, you're going to start feeling this in your booty, in your outer thigh, as you lift that leg and lower it back down. Awesome job. Give me 6 more like this. 4, 5, lift. 4, 4, awesome job. 4, 3, and 2. Last one, hover that leg over that bottom leg, tiny circles backwards. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax that leg down for a second. There's a second. When you're ready, hover that leg back up. Leg sweeps forward and back. Point those toes. Flex that foot as you bring that foot forward. Point it as you bring that foot backwards. Flex as you kick forward. Point as you bring your foot backwards. As you do this, be careful not to move your hips and your body too much. This movement should come just from this top leg. Flexing and kicking as you go forward and pointing and coming back. Good. Give me 5 more like this. Kick forward. Feel that glute. Kick back. That's 2. Last 3. 4, 4. And 5, hover that foot above that other foot. You know where we're going. Tiny circles forward. Oh, I love them. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax that leg for a second. Bend that knee in. Oh, yes, I feel that burn, but I'm not done yet. When you're ready, feet tumped together again. Top leg hovers. We're going to go into those bends and stretches. So that top leg bends into your chest and then extends back out over that other leg, hovering the entire time. Do not release that foot as you bend it in and extend it, and bend and extend. The same principles apply here. You want that top leg to hover at hip height the entire time. You want that movement to just come from that leg bending and extending the entire time. Your torso is moving at minimal just to keep yourself nice and stable the entire time. Give me 5 more like this. 4, 4, and 3. Last 2, and 1, and extend that leg. Tiny circles forward. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax that leg. Oh yes, I feel that burn. But we're not done with that leg yet. Bend those knees in so you're really forming a nice 90-degree angle with those knees to your chest. Same position, hold that head in your hand. Feet are together, knees are together. We're moving into our clams. Everything is on the floor right now. You're going to rotate that top knee up and then back down to tap that bottom knee. Up and down and up and down. Good. Oh yes, you're going to feel this in that outer booty. Feel that burn. Feel so good. Give me 5 and 4 and 3. Oh yes, last 2. And 1. Hold that top knee rotated towards the ceiling. Good job. And relax it back down. Next progression, toes come, or feet come, slightly elevated into the sky. Knees are still on the ground. Rotate that top knee up and down and up and down. Oh yes, up and down. You're going to have amazing booties after this. Give me 5, 4, last 3, and 2, and 1. On this next one, hold that leg up, rotate it, really feel that burn in that booty, and then rotate that top foot so your feet and your knees are about a foot apart. We're going to progress this clam one more time. Rotate that top knee up and down and up and down. Your feet and your knees are separated this entire time. The movement is really challenging. Gravity wants to bring that top foot and that top knee back down to the floor, but you're not going to let it happen, right? You're going to rotate up and down. Last 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold that leg up in the sky. Come on, keep that knee rotated nice and high for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Everything back down. Pat that booty a little bit. Give it a nice breather. We're going to flip over to the other side and repeat that entire series again. Aren't you excited? I am. All right. And you are ready. On your side, back line with the mat. Feet are straight, slightly forward. My hand is in my head. Other hand down for stability. Ready, point those toes. Top leg comes up and down. Leg lowers and lifts. This should be very familiar. We did this. The best part is you know exactly what's coming. And you know exactly what parts of your booty and your legs this should be working. You just got to feel it in the other leg, right? Lift and lower. And lift and lower. Let's go for 8 and 7 and 6. Oh yes. For 5 and 4 and 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hover that leg over the other one. Tiny circles forward. I think we did 10 last time, so let's do it. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax that leg for just 1 second. 1. All right. Leg comes back up, hovering nice and high. Leg sweeps. You're going to flex that foot as you kick it forward, and then point that toe as you bring it back. I'm hitting the wall a little bit, but that's okay. Flex and point. And flex and point. Good. Bring that leg forward. Keep that torso and those hips nice and still. Movement is just coming from that top leg. We'll do 5 more like this. For 4. Last 3. Almost there. Last 2. Point that toe. And 1. Bring that leg hovering over that bottom leg. Tiny circles forward. Give me 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax that leg. Oh my gosh, I feel it in this glute way more than my other side. Don't know why, but that's okay. We're not done yet. Feet come together. Top leg comes to a hover, going into those bends and extends. Bend that knee into your chest and extend it back out over that bottom leg. And bend and extend. And extend. I feel like I'm pressing down on a pedal with this leg. Maybe pressing down on one of those Pilates chairs. I don't know. Give me 5 more like this. For 4. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Hover, hover, hover. And give me circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax that leg. Bend both of those knees in. That should feel really nice. But trickily, we're positioning ourselves for the clams. All right, knees bent, legs together, toes together. When you're ready, rotate that top knee up towards the ceiling and back down. And rotate and back down. Rotate up and back down. Torso's completely still again this entire time. The rotation is just coming from that knee. Give me 5 and 4. Last 3, 4, 2, and 1. Hold it up there for 3, 2, 1, and relax that knee. Toes come up about a foot off the floor. Knees are still on the floor. Rotate that top knee again. Rotate up and down. And up and down. And up and down. Oh yes, I feel this in my booty. I feel it burning. Do you? Give me 5. For 4. Oh yes. For 3. Last 2. Last 1. Keep that knee up there. Hover, hover, hover. Toes come apart. Knees come apart about a foot apart. Let's continue those hovers. You're going to open that knee towards the ceiling and it comes back down. Open it towards the ceiling and then parallel to your bottom leg. Open it up and parallel. 5 more like this. 4 more like this. 3. Last 2. Oh yes. And 1. Really hold it up there. Give me a 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Oh, I feel the burn. Hope you do too. Give me a quick stretch. Forward fold. I'm going to bring my arms overhead. Feet are nice and flexed. I'm going to reach for those toes. Give yourself a nice stretch in those hamstrings. You deserve it after doing all of that leg work. We're not done yet though. When you're ready, come back up to a nice stack spine. Arms reach overhead and then fold yourself with a nice rounded back over those toes. Give yourself a nice stretch one more time. And then bring yourself up to that stack spine. Let's burn out those hamstrings. How's that sound? All right. You guys should be familiar with these moves. Glute bridges. All right. When you're ready, you're going to lie supine on the mat, knees slightly bent. Let's have our feet on the floor about hip distance apart. Hands down by your side, looking straight up at the ceiling. We're going to do a nice articulated bridge. So take a deep inhale in, and on your exhale, slowly lift those hips up to the sky. And then slowly peel your back down on the mat. Upper, middle, lower back. Next, inhale, do it again. Lift those hips up to the sky. Really squeeze those booties. Squeeze those hamstrings as you bring yourself up. And then slowly peel yourself back down onto the mat. Nice job. Let's do 6 more like this at your own pace. Lifting your hips up to the sky, really squeezing that booty. And then lowering yourself back down on the mat. Lifting all the way back up. Nice and slow. And peeling yourself back This feels good. Let's do 4 more. Back down. Lift those hips up to the sky. Peel your back slowly down onto the mat. Last 2 here. Lift those hips up to the sky. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that booty. And lower yourself back down. Last one. We're going to add pulses to this one. Lift your hips up to the sky. Give me tiny pulses up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that booty up. And lower yourself back down. 1 vertebrae at a time. Bend those knees in. Windshield wiper those knees for a second. Removing into single leg. You didn't think we were done there, did you? All right. When you are ready. Single leg is an option. If you hate this, you can still have both feet on the ground this entire progression. This is your workout, entirely up to you. I'm going to have my foot up to the sky, so I'm lifting that left leg to the sky. And with this next one, deep inhale, and then exhale as I lift my hips up to the sky, and then lower my back down. Still keeping with that nice articulated bridge, peeling my back off the mat, and lowering it back down slowly. My range of motion is slightly smaller than when I do a double leg bridge, just because I have less leverage, less power. I'm only using one leg this entire time, but it feels so good. Lift that booty up, lower it back down. Last 2, lift it up, and lower it back down. And then lift my hips up to the sky, hold. I'm gonna sweep that leg down, and up, and down so it meets my knee, and up. Let's go, down, and up. Let's go for 5, and 4, last 3, yes, last 2, and 1, lift that leg up to the sky to 90, 10 tiny pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower that booty to the floor. Oh my goodness, I feel that. I hope you do too. All right, other leg up in the sky. Let's continue on. When you're ready, take a deep inhale in, exhale as you lift your hips up to the sky. Hold, squeeze that booty, and then peel yourself back down on the mat. Good, let's do it again. Lift yourself up in the sky and lower yourself back down. Awesome. 6 more like this. 4, 5. 4. Yes. 3. 2. On this last one, lift yourself up. Leg sweeps, that leg lowers to meet your knees, and up, and lowers, and lifts. Oh yes, for 5, and 4, and 3, last 2, and 1. Legs comes back up to 90, 10 pulses up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower yourself back down. Oh my goodness. Stretch your legs out in front of you, arms behind you. Give yourself a nice full body stretch. Oh yes. And then meet my back in seated. Let's do those spine stretches again. I'll be sitting at this angle. Arms come up overhead. Forward fold around that back. Reach for those toes. Give yourself a nice stretch. One more time. Restack that spine to neutral. Arms come up overhead. And then roll yourself down. Reach for those toes. Give yourself a nice stretch in the back of those legs. I feel it. Do you? Woo! I'm sweating. My hair's all messy. I'm sweating. All right. What's next? All right, let's get to standing. We've been sitting for too long, right? Ready to do some lunges. Well, I'm ready. I don't know about you, but let's do it. All right. This should be a very familiar move to you. We're just gonna do standing backward lunges. We'll add some pulses to it, add some fun to it, because why not? When you're ready, let's start with our right leg. You're going to lunge back, bend both of those knees, and bring that foot forward. Yep, just like that. Simple standing lunges. Ah, yes. Because we didn't have enough booty and glute and leg work. This is a leg workout. We're doing everything possible to burn those legs out. So you're just going to give me some nice standing backward lunges. Nice. 5 more like this. 4, 3. Last 2. And 1, and we're going to elevate it. When you lunge backwards, same movement, but when you come up, leg comes forward for a nice balance challenge. Lunge back, knee comes forward, leg hovers. And back, and hover. And back, and hover. Let's do 5 more like this. And 4. Last 3. Last 2. The last one, lunge all the way back with both legs. Pulses up and down. My favorite for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back to standing. Whew, I need to catch my breath. I'm sweating. All right, other leg. In my case, it's your left leg. What other leg that you need to lunge back with? When you're ready, leg comes back. Give me a double leg lunge and forward and lunge and back. Good. Bend both of those knees nice and deep. Your front knee should not track over that toe. So make sure you're lunging backwards enough so that you have enough leverage in the back that you're not really hurting those knees as you lunge back and forward. Let's do 5 more like this. 4, 4. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Come to standing balance lunges. Ready, Freddy? I'm ready. Let's go. Back and balance. And back, leg comes forward, hovers back and forward, balance. Woo! Try not to fall over like me, because I'm feeling it in both my standing leg and my leg that's lunging back. Little extra challenge on both legs. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Both legs come down. 10 tiny pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back to standing. Oh my goodness, my legs hurt. I'm gonna grab a quick drink of water. All right, give me a quick stretch here. Let's do those roll downs again. Arms come up overhead. Reach for those toes. Give yourself a nice breather. Rock from side to side if you'd like. And slowly roll yourself back up. 1 vertebrae at a time. 1 more. Arms come up overhead. We're going to reach forward, 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 forward. And then roll on down to the floor. Rock yourself from side to side. And really feel that stretch in your legs. And roll yourself back up. All right. Last set here. We are almost there, guys. I know your legs feel like they're burning, but let's burn them out just a tiny bit more, and we're almost done. All right, ready? Donkey kicks. You're gonna be on all fours. Your arms are coming under your shoulders. Your legs are coming back. With your left leg, let's start with that. It's gonna reach backwards, and then bend your knee into your chest. Lift that knee backwards and in, and back, and in. Try to keep your spine nice and neutral this entire time. I don't want to see this overarching and this over rounding. Just nice and neutral as you bend and extend. We'll go for 5 and 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Extend that leg out. Give me 5 pulses up and down. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bend that knee back in. Other leg. Ready? Extend that leg out behind you. Bend it back into your chest. And extend. And bend. Last finisher here, everyone. We're almost there. Bending and extending that leg behind you. Really feeling that stretch. Feeling that leg. Let's go for 5. And 4. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. 5 pulses up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Oh, yes. Sink back into those heels. Really stretch those arms out in front of you for a nice child's pose. Breathing the entire time. Really stretch that back out behind you. I feel the sweat dripping down my face. Feels so good. When you're ready, come to seated. Bring your heels together, your toes together, knees out wide. Nice prayer stretch. You can bend yourself forward ever so slightly if you'd like to feel that extra work in your thighs. Really bend yourself forward. Feel that stretch. Cool down and breathe. Let's elevate that a little more with those feet. Separate them about a hand's distance apart. Try to bend those knees as far to the ground as you can, but they'll come up naturally just a little bit. Bend yourself forward. Feel that stretch. Nice. Extend those legs out in front of you. Give yourself a nice rotation to your left. Back arm comes behind you. Other arm comes around your waist. Really feel that rotation in your spine. And then reverse the other way. Other arm comes behind you, arm around your waist. Feel that rotation in your spine. And arms come overhead. One more forward fold. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Slowly roll yourself back up. Roll those shoulders back once, forward once, and you are done.